Well, it's June the 7th, 2003, and after 4 months, this production of Dance of Death by August Strindberg is closing. It all began in September 2001 when we opened the same, basically, production on Broadway. It's been a very enjoyable run. I've enjoyed every performance. And I think the audiences have. Hello. What is it?
I've come from Nottingham just for you.
You've gone where?
Thank you. This is for you.
Thank you very much.
I'm waiting outside. Okay.
Well, I suppose that's what is to be called a stage door Johnny. The Gandalf he loves, it's not me.
My dear Alice, that we have been miserable is not in doubt, but there have been fun patches, and you have to seize the day, because when it's over, it's over.
Is it? Do you promise?
Oh, yeah. Nothing left but what you can haul off in a wheelbarrow and scatter on the vegetable patch.
All that fuss for a vegetable patch.
Well, that is how things are. That is life. I didn't invent it.
There are people, some of them ask for things to be signed, who've clearly come to see the man who played Gandalf and the man who played Magneto on stage. And that's nice. I would always like to feel that people who'd enjoyed that work would come and discover Strindberg, you know, or Shakespeare, whatever it happens to be, or a new play. Sometimes I kill for a cigarette, but cigarettes kill, so I can't. That's an odd thing. When I did this show on Broadway, I was still smoking. And I would chart the development of the evening through cigarettes, you know. Cigarette while you're making up, cigarette just before you go on, cigarette when you had your costume changed, 2 cigarettes in the interval. You get to about 10 cigarettes in the evening. And here, what I've got is raisins and cherries. And it's the next job to take some weight off. Most people don't have this experience of ending a job, you know. You know, that's what an actor's life is like. You start jobs and you leave them. You start, you leave, you start, you leave. You make friends, you don't see people again.
First thing in the morning, I'm going to catch a plane to New Zealand to film extra scenes for the final part of the Lord of the Rings trilogy, The Return of the King, The Return of the Actor. My very last day's shooting on The Lord of the Rings. It's 5:30 in the morning, and I'm back at the old paint factory in Wellington, New Zealand, where I started in January 2000, and Rick is ready with the makeup.
Do you know I've taken weight off? Undoubtedly. There's even a slight sculpting down there. You know, if I pull everything in,
Do you know what this
I can
means,
see it
Ian?
with something called definition.
You shall not pass!
This is a Gandhi. No. Some would say the entire performance lies in that gelatin, and I think they'd be about right. Fly, you fools! There's a chapter I think I once read in Stanislavski about acting, that if all else failed during rehearsals, why not sit in front of the mirror and put on some makeup until you saw the character staring back at you. There does come a moment, you'll see, when suddenly, Gandalf is there.
It cannot be.
There you are, you see. Gandalf the White in a blue dressing gown. This is the blue screen.
The purpose of this filming is to shoot new close-ups to slot into already existing scenes with the director Peter Jackson.
an atmosphere in the place.
So, I'm honest, I cannot remember what this has to do with the story.
No, but
at all,
you
so-
don't really need to.
All right. So I'm just looking vaguely apprehensive.
Vaguely apprehensive and wary at the trees. They're kind of creepy. This is potentially your first shot on the Return of the King.
And action. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh dear. Now come the days of the king.
As I'm filming the last shot I'll ever do as Gandalf, our wig maker, Peter Owen, has been devising a trick to play on Peter Jackson.
Right. We decided this next scene is daytime,
Yes.
and so diamonds would be vulgar.
Yes, indeed.
So
But it is a coronation.
it is a coronation. So
Something celebratory.
so I've done something. It's a new creation. It's called "Come Rain, Come Shine, Come Dancing," and I thought it just might be rather suitable.
Oh, it's divine. It's divine.
We should have checkers in, please.
Makeup.
I quite like it myself.
Well, why not? I'm sure Professor Tolkien would have approved. And
It's scary bit, isn't it? Here we go.
turn over.
Do take one.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
And action.
Now come the days of the Queen. May they be blessed.
Peter, get in there. This is a serious directing shot now. Good. Yeah, but do.
I'm in the guest room at my old college in Cambridge, St Catherine's. After a little nap here, and a very pleasant drive down from London, to address the Arts Society here. I've never done this before. Look, I'm walking on the grass. Good evening. I was at St Catherine's between 1958 and 1961 reading English. I'm now an honorary fellow, and I've just walked on the grass. And, I only know about two things with any authority, being an actor and being gay. And I was just thinking and realizing that those two strands of my life actually coincided at quite an early age. My family, who loved going to the theatre, took me and my sister to see a musical in Manchester, near where we lived in South Lancashire. And Ivan Novello, who, unknown to me, was gay, but he was of that generation when you never spoke about these things, you know. And there he was, in a silk dressing gown. He was about 50, I was 9. And there was something about the way in which he leant over the sofa and handed a glass of fake champagne to his leading lady. And I had my first recorded erection. And I've loved the theatre ever since. I met a lot of people in Cambridge who were as crazy about the theatre as I was. And all of us from all over the place met down at the Amateur Dramatic Club and acted our hearts out in my case, 21 or 22 plays over the 3 years, which is why I only ended up with a 2-2. But I should just go back to being gay, because that was not an easy thing to be in the north of England in the 1950s. Of course I knew I was gay. But I did feel I was on my own, and I didn't really know anybody else who would profess themselves to be, not gay, that wasn't the word we then used, queer was the word, so you get the idea, queer. So I didn't get round to sex until I was 22, and I'll point out the window where it happened. But it was here, so... But one of the reasons I became a professional actor is because I'd heard you could meet queers in the British theatre. And it's quite true that you can. Thank goodness. And I entered then a world which was not normal. I entered then a world where it was people could be at ease with their sexuality. I will answer truthfully any question that you put to me, and in return, for each answer, you will remove an article of clothing.
That's funny, Mr. Whale.
Yes, it is, isn't it? My life is a game of strip poker.
So the rumors are true, then?
What rumors would those be?
That you were forced to retire because of, a sex scandal?
A homosexual scandal, you mean? For me to answer a question of that magnitude, you'll have to remove both your shoes and socks. Yes, what? Good and loud.
Been successful on both stage and screen. It sounds as though the stage is a more noble calling. Is it? And if so, why?
I think for a long time I thought theatre was it. I didn't get jealous of my contemporaries who were going off making films like Alan Bates and Albert Finney, Tom Courtenay. I thought rather, oh, poor dears, they can't get any decent work in the theatre. That's what I was thinking. But here I am in movies, and it's very nice. And I suppose I did want it because my calling card to the film industry was Richard III, which I produced, did the screenplay of, and was very close to every artistic decision made for that film.
I can smile and murder while I smile, and wet my cheeks with artificial tears, and frame my face to all occasions. And therefore, since I cannot prove a lover, I'm determined to prove a villain and hate the idle pleasures of these days.
I am very glad now, late in life, to have come to the cinema. And now I think, of course, cinema is the great invention of my lifetime, isn't it, as far as telling stories is concerned? Yep.
If you could be any X-Man, who would...
A rather younger Magneto.
What are you doing? There it is. Too much iron in your blood.
We're in Leeds. It's a rather dull morning. It's just gone 8:30, and Sonny is driving me as usual along the Bradford Road towards Ilkley, where we will be filming in what used to be High Rise Hospital, and is now the setting for our film Asylum. The film Asylum is set in 1959 in a hospital for the criminally insane. It's directed by David Mackenzie, stars Natasha Richardson, and I'm playing the psychiatrist Peter Cleave. He's an interesting character. He's rather driven, really enjoys his work, gets caught up in the lives of his patients in a rather personal way. However much you think of the character as you're playing currently to be an individual who you've never met before, they do often drop into various categories, and I am aware that I have played Dr. Cleave before in another disguise. I think probably actors have only got a series of a number of parts within them. They play variations on them. Some actors, of course, just play one part all their lives.
Carl, thank you very much.
Right.
I think these are terrific. Look at that.
That's the one I wanted to have framed just as a contact sheet.
Visiting me on set is a new friend, Claire Dobbs, who's in charge of all my publicity.
I had a photo shoot with Jason Bell for some photographs that we can use if somebody asks for a photograph of me to accompany an article in a newspaper or whatever.
Are you looking to project a certain image, or are you just looking for the most flattering one?
Ah, good question. I shall be looking for those that don't distort my face. I won't approve any of them that put me at a disadvantage. It's very difficult for this actor, and I think other actors say the same thing, for us to be ourselves in front of the camera. We can be quite relaxed if we're playing a character, but what character am I playing now? Is this really myself? That may be part of it, being caught at a disadvantage by the camera. The camera seeing something that you don't necessarily want to be revealed. Well, that's all right if you've then got the option to do what I'm doing now, which is to say, no, not going to show that aspect of me. I put a line through it. It will never be seen. But most of the time you're being photographed, the photographer chooses, or the magazine chooses, or the newspaper chooses, or the film company chooses, or the South Bank show chooses. Here we are in Dublin's fair city, where the girls and boys are so pretty, and this is my penultimate day. And so, this being filming, ironically, I'm doing Dr. Cleave's entrance into the film, his first scene. I tend to deal with the extreme case. Is that my principal? Oh dear. My particular interest is sexual pathology. My particular interest is sexual pathology and its associated catastrophes. Catastrophes.
What does your wife make of that?
Oh, she doesn't. I'm not. She doesn't. I'm not. Oh, she doesn't. I'm not. I spend my life immersed in the passions of others. Dangerous sport. Dangerous sport. Dangerous sport, love. Today we're doing quite a light-hearted scene. It had to rattle along. People were in good spirits in that scene. And so it was appropriate that the actors should be joking with each other and being ultra-friendly with everyone, because that was the spirit that we needed in the film. Just an extraordinary person there. Look at that lady there with the wig. How do you spell Alan?
A-L-L-E-N.
A?
A-L-L-A-L-L-E-N. That's how he
E-N.
spells his, yes.
Oh, well,
He's
he's
so
lucky boy.
pleased, yes.
What a lucky boy.
How old is he?
He's 23. I know, he's not a child. He's my youngest.
Well, I'll put
He's
a
my
kiss.
youngest. He's my youngest.
We know you have a large admiring public, but we've got to go to work when you've finished signing autographs, having
You're going
chats,
to come out as the
sipping cocktails.
the wicked fairy in this movie. It's all being filmed.
There's only one wicked fairy around here.
Very good. I'm at the Theatre Royal, Haymarket in London, contributing to an evening of comedy in memory of Roy Kinnear and to raise money for a home for disabled children.
You knew when you first came into my office and said those few sad words about the tiny tooth in the back of your mouth that was hurting you. I felt something for that tooth even then that I wasn't meant to feel. Do you know what I mean?
I'm doing a sketch which is a take-off of Brief Encounter. I'm playing the Trevor Howard part, and Penelope Wilton is Celia Johnson. We've been rehearsed by Trevor Nunn.
Sorry.
Morris knows you. He does know.
Morris knows.
He's known from the beginning, I think.
Oh, I didn't want Morris to know.
No.
It's the stress on the no. So I didn't want Morris to know.
It's wonderfully written to pick up those different versions of no.
I need this evening like a hole in the head. I've got a cold and I should be tucked up in bed, but this is it. When you decide months in advance to give up your free day to help a friend's charity, it's difficult to withdraw.
When I looked deep into that mouth and saw that you were English, clear through, I think I felt something that I didn't mean to happen was going to happen.
Oh, please, Adolf, I'm going to put my hat on.
Do you know what I mean? No, don't do that.
What do you think the actors get out? Why are so many people happy to do this kind of thing? Is it because they feel they should give something
We're blackmailed. We're blackmailed. And of course. Well, you do it for friends, don't you?
Stop now.
It's absolute misery. You're under-rehearsed, under-organised. I've spent the whole day here for a 6-minute sketch. It's not cost-effective. It's a waste of time. Now, that doesn't mean to say that raising the money for this wonderful charity is a waste of time. It isn't. But I sometimes think, actually, why don't I just sign a cheque? And then I could stay at home.
Since we last filmed you 20 years ago, presumably your pulling power has increased massively for this kind of thing.
By pulling power, what do you mean? I have a clearer notion of my pulling power, whereas if someone like Tony Hopkins or Sean Connery or Michael Caine were to make a stage appearance, that would be an event that people would be pulled towards. But in my case, it's Ian McKellen again, isn't it? How old is he now? Past him. I think that's more likely to be the reaction. I'm serious.
How does this make you feel? Fine? Don't mind it?
Well, I'm at retirement age and I've come to the end of the road, right?
You see yourself coming to the end of the road?
I'm 65 by the time this programme goes out. Isn't that when people retire? Not many people go on beyond 65.
So would you consider calling it
No.
Welcome Ian McKellen and Penelope Wilton.
A few days later, the end of November, but it's summer in New Zealand. It feels like being on holiday. But I'm here on the start of a 3-week international tour to launch the Return of the King. Being back in such beautiful surroundings, I could almost forget that actually I'm here to work.
So Ian, you're back on the cigarettes. What's going on there?
Fuck off, Southbank show. Oh, go away. I'm enjoying my cigarette.
The first day we filmed with you were telling us about how you'd given up.
I'll have to talk to my agent about this. I can't possibly discuss it in public. Now, put that away.
Today I'm going to speak to more than 100 journalists, one after the other, in what's known in the film business as a junket. Don't ask me why.
How do you feel about all this promotion and all these interviews one after the other?
Well, they're a sort of test of your ingenuity and your stamina, frankly.
Do you ever look on it as just another performance?
I do. What else could you look at it as? I mean, it's a very unnatural state of affairs, isn't it, to talk to somebody, a total stranger, for 5 minutes about something about which you know a great deal and he knows almost nothing.
Well, if it's a performance, in that case, which character are you playing?
Oh, these are mysterious questions. Certainly for 9:20 on a Sunday morning. I'm playing the concerned, that side of me, which is the concerned actor who thinks that the job's been well done and wants seriously to recommend it to potential audiences that they should go and see it as soon as possible. Which is, I expect what I'll be feeling when I've seen the film, which I haven't. Could we have the cameras off, please?
Why won't you smoke cigarettes all the time?
I'm not going to do it. Well, because it's a filthy habit. We mustn't encourage the whoever watches this programme to smoke. Stop it, turn it off. No, it's not going in the programme. I'm not getting up because I've been put where I am. Very nice to see you. Are you well? Stupid man. Hello, Edith. Thank you. It's good to see you.
Would you like me to refer to you as Sir, or...?
No, you just call me anything you want.
How about Peaches?
After a career such as yours, with such an amazing, range...
Don't talk in the past tense. Past tense. It's an ongoing
That's
career.
Do you see Gandalf as being your most enduring legacy?
Do you look on Gandalf as one of your favourite roles?
He's, of course, eternal. He's an immortal. He's 7,000 years old. He's been very special in my life, but he's cut his hair and he's a bit more focused. It'll all be all right if you sit on Gandalf's knee. I keep telling the hobbits that, but they don't pay any attention.
Do you find your acting's changed since you've, I guess, come out publicly about your homosexuality?
Action figure dolls. Have you seen yours and are you happy with that?
I'd like to ask you what your favourite music video is.
What's the most frequently asked question?
How does it feel coming to the end of this long journey of making the films?
What's it like coming to the end of this long journey?
Is there a real sense of fulfillment for you?
We all left our heart in New Zealand, and so it feels very good to be back. Yeah.
Are you paid by the government to say nice things about New Zealand?
I've been wound up.
Are you? Oh, sorry about that.
Today's the big day, the world premiere of the long-awaited film. Everybody in Wellington will be celebrating. But first, there's a reception for the cast and crew at the New Zealand Parliament.
We'll move so well. Hello. How are you? I'm going to be crying quite soon. This is my camera here. You're all right with this one. This is the South Bank show.
Ian's got his own camera crew. Ask no questions.
Hello, darling. You look sensational.
I wanted to look like a Polynesian princess.
Well, you do a little bit, but that's very appropriate.
I'm really
That's
quite.
you look like an elfin queen.
How are you
Do you
feeling?
want some Marmite on toast? No, you don't? No, thank you, I won't. Is it Marmite? No, it's not. What is it? Onion. I'll have that, thank you.
Yummy.
How you feeling, Ian? Oh, absolutely great. You're sitting with the producer? Perfect. Perfect. Next project, the future. The future.
We have things to discuss.
We absolutely do. Goodbye to you all. Well, here I am in the bedroom. Oh, I've got to go to the party now, but I'm just so exhausted. I'd be amazed how tiring it is waving. Anyway, I do feel it's over now. I've seen the film. And, well, you can never judge a film that you're in, really, but...
Why not?
Well, you remember, you know, when you were filming it, and you don't get really lost in the story. But at least I understand the story, which I'm just entirely certain I did before. I think it'll be very popular.
And how about the Oscars? Because everybody's talking about it inevitably. Do you think
The Oscars? Well, I would have thought any suggestion that I would be nominated again for Gandalf, I wouldn't think so. I don't think the part emerges quite in that way.
The day after the world premiere and an exhausting all-night party, I'm relaxing on a plane to the next stop on the tour, Los Angeles, where I'm looking forward to seeing friends who I've invited to the North American premiere.
Oh, I say, I like that.
New face, new body, new helmet. All new.
Yes.
It must be new film.
Well, you see, that does look a bit like my father.
It's a much
without his teeth.
the first one.
Look at the crotch. South Bank show. Look at the crotch. Look at that. And those movable legs. Warning: choking hazard. Small parts. I beg your pardon.
That's nice. Nice to take care of him.
Recognized.
Has everyone got a ticket to the party?
Mike, yep. I have a golden ticket.
A golden ticket?
That gets you into the parking lot. Yes.
Party tickets. Jack and Bell?
Yes.
You're cool. And Keith?
Yes, I'm cool.
The only people who haven't got tickets are you and me, Claire.
Yeah.
Now, when... See the film. You're not? No, I couldn't sit through it again. Oh, no. Not just yet. But my agent wants me to have a meal with him, so I think I better go and do that.
Great. You see Magic Johnson Theater.
Hey!
Good evening. How are you?
Villain.
You all right? Hello.
Can I shake your hand?
Yeah, very well. Wow. And you're here.
How does it feel to have stopped this mad promotional
Never stopped. I'm never stopped. It's the trouble. I'm incapable of... if someone asks me to do something and there's a gap in my diary, I say yes. I don't know how to say no, you see, that's my trouble.
Or is it also that you don't like not having anything to do?
It isn't that, no.
They announced the Golden Globes yesterday, didn't they?
They did. Best film.
There weren't any acting Oscars on the list, though, were there, for The Lord of the Rings?
No, I think the actors get a rather poor... it's difficult for them to know quite what to do with the actors.
Is there not a glimmer of hope? Because a lot of people are talking about it.
Hope. Well, I'm more busy organising a party for 50 friends. I can't be worried about what people are worried about concerning Oscars, can
And if you just stop asking me questions, I could concentrate on packing this suitcase for Australia. 10 weeks of Dance of Death at Sydney Arts Festival.
Last time you made a funk show with us 20 years ago, we weren't allowed in the house.
Well, that's because there was somebody else living here and he wasn't part of the programme. And Sean Mathias and my boyfriend at the time, and it would have been very unfair to have glimpsed him as just being sort of my appendage, wouldn't it, without interviewing him, but it wasn't a programme about him, so that would be my justification. But the truth was that I was what is called in the closet.
This, closet,
I may say, is a closet. And here am I stepping out of it. The year I came out, the government chief whip told me that Section 28 was a piece of red meat thrown to the right-wing wolves, and that we should found an organisation which would prevent anything similar ever. Found it to do exactly the opposite. Please raise your glasses to the death of Section 28.
Everybody says if you're open about being gay and if you reveal yourself too much, for example, like you're doing in this programme, you're less believable acting roles. Well, that
depends how good an actor you are and how prepared the audience is to enjoy your acting, as opposed to just go along to look at a personality showing off in public, which is not what I do for a living. I try to inhabit a character. And what my own character is will affect the way I interpret the character I'm playing, but it won't mean that I won't be able to play somebody who's utterly unlike myself. You might as well say, because I've never committed a murder, I can't play Macbeth. It's frankly bollocks.
Home again, safely returned from Sydney, where Dance of Death was a big success. And now, it's back with the wizard. It's the day of the BAFTAs, the British Film Awards, and I've been nominated as Best Supporting Actor.
Looks good, doesn't it?
Good likeness?
Not bad.
So what are you going to say then if you do win?
Well, I will thank them on behalf of all the Gandalfs. See, the thing with Gandalf is one can be generally modest about it, because I wasn't the only person who played Gandalf. I didn't do all the riding, I didn't do all the fighting, I didn't do all the stunts.
How much do you want to win it?
I don't know, I should say that in public. It doesn't really matter.
Really doesn't really matter?
No, it really doesn't matter.
Are you excited, Ian? Will there be lots of old mates there?
Lots of old maids. Well, of course I'm going with Meg, who's an old mate, but that'll be nice.
So is it work or is it fun, this kind of thing?
It's a bit of both, really. And I suppose you'd have to say this is a sort of dress rehearsal for the Oscars. Yeah.
Is that how it's viewed?
Well, I mean, there we will all be again at a similar ceremony, but, you know, the famous ceremony. Migla, do you want to take your little bag?
The BAFTAs?
Oh, no, you're coming back for your car tonight.
Yeah, I'm staying here.
Oh, are you?
Is that all right?
In the spare
I've got to quickly call my stepmother outdoors.
Hello, Gladys, it's Ian. I just want... Well, I did try to call you about 3/4 of an hour ago and you were engaged, but now I'm in the car, so I'm calling from the car and I'm in Leicester Square in my dinner jacket, and I'm just on my way. So, well, you will see me because I'm sitting on the front row, so I expect there will be photographing people on the front row. So, you'll have to peer at the screen, get good and close. Oh, I think it's only on for an hour. Yes. Yeah. All right. Lots of love. Bye-bye.
And the BAFTA goes to Bill Nye, Love Actually.
Well, of course, when it comes to these awards, it isn't the winning, it's being nominated. That's the honour. Well, I must say, I was a bit disappointed when I didn't win. But then you said to yourself, what am I being disappointed about? I played Gandalf in Lord of the Rings, you know. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
2 weeks later, I'm back in Los Angeles, where I'm booked to introduce the Lord of the Rings on stage at the Academy Awards.
I'm glad you're coming out on the stage because I want to show you where you're going to end up.
All right.
Which is on this green tee.
Okay.
I'm going to send you from far up stage.
Yeah.
I'm going to wind up here. There's your auto prop there.
Okay. Thank you very much. Good evening. What made... No, that's wrong. What has made it so momentous, so popular worldwide, The Lord of the Rings? Is it the unique scale of the almost impossible enterprise? Is it the matchless variety of New Zealand's beauty? Is it the efforts of the 25,000 experts on screen and behind the camera, traditional storytelling and newly invented technology? Or is it the story itself, the journey? Good people traveling, young and old, in a fellowship of friends? Well, for me, the answer is simple. The author Tolkien imagined Middle-earth. The director, Peter Jackson, makes you believe in it by taking you there. Look at Lord of the Rings, Return of the King, and if you think it looks good on your screen at home, I urge you not to miss it on the cinema screen, for which it was created and where it belongs, perhaps forever. Now, the only thing is, you introduced me as Sir Ian McKellen, and I don't want that.
Okay, I'll tell them.
Just Ian McKellen.
Ian McKellen.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much.
Yep.
You know, because the Oscars is technically a charity, nobody gets paid for appearing, but however, there is the goodie bag.
Well, here we are. This restaurant is delighted to invite me to host an exclusive dinner party in a private boardroom. Oh, I see. Well, it's a television. 5 nights at the Royal Plantation Spa in Jamaica. Lip pout, lip treatment. I'd like to present you with an electric scooter.
Like no other, flawless, absolutely flawless. Still get a buzz from it all, or is it you a bit more jaded?
What do you think of all this? I mean, it's... I remember the first time I had a little bag, I was very, very excited, but...
My date at the Oscars is my ex, who's still my best friend, the director of Dance of Death, Shaw Matthias.
It's just a big, one long party, and what it's for is whatever you want to make of it. And for us, it's just fun being an outsider, really, isn't it?
It's a gas.
I guess.
So, but why do you still feel like an outsider?
Do you think he's an insider?
Well, Matt, look at all this. What is this to do with me, really? I don't feel attached to it, really. But, you know.
Actually, I feel more at home in a much less glamorous part of Los Angeles, the immigrant suburb of Koreatown. There's an elementary school here, where amazingly they're as mad about Shakespeare as I am.
Hello.
Hello, hello, welcome.
Hello, thank you very much.
Hello.
This is Sean. Hello.
We decided to show you a scene from Hamlet that nobody has ever seen before, in honor of your support to our class.
Thank you.
My lord, I have remembrances of yours that I have long to deliver. I pray you not receive them.
No, not I. I never gave you aught. Or if thou wilt need Mary, I'll give you thee this plague for thy dowry. Go thy ways to a nunnery, and quickly too. Farewell.
You know I always love coming here, except I don't know why it is that I always seem to want to cry when I'm in this room. I think it's because I'm so moved by the fact that you love things that I love too. And I don't never feel homesick when I'm in this room, because it feels like home, yeah.
Last time we made a Safe Bank show with you 20 years ago.
Yes.
Did you have any idea you'd end up here now in a limo on your way to the Oscars?
I suppose I thought it was possible if I thought about it at all. I mean, there have been plenty of British actors who've been made to feel welcome here, you know, by the... I would say in terms of my life, having come out has a great deal more significance than coming to the Oscars.
Has an openly gay man ever won an Oscar?
No. And they won't be doing today. Don't think.
What about actors who lie about their sexuality?
Well, they come here and they lie about it, yes.
How do you feel about that?
I feel
then?
sorry for them. They must be very unhappy.
But having said that an openly gay actor's never won an Oscar, do you think there's still reason for actors to lie about their sexuality?
No more than any other business. Politicians who don't come out feel they might lose their job if they did. Same with teachers, same with scoutmasters, same with priests, same with actors.
Repent!
Repent? Well, indeed. Repent, yes. Repent? What of? What's the problem?
Welcome to the 76th Annual Academy Awards!
Now I'm back home for a bit. I'm planning my next job on stage, a new pantomime at the Old Vic Theatre in London.
I must say, it did come as a surprise that you were not doing your King Lear next, that Widow Twankey was first in line.
I've always wanted to do a pantomime. I love the form. I loved it as a... It's the first theatre that most people in this country ever go to. I suppose that's the basic choice for Dame. Is, are you flat-chested or are you big-bosomed? Yeah. And I probably think with my physique, big-bosomed. Today, the author of the pantomime, Billy Brown, who I met up with in Australia when I was doing Dance of Death, has come over. He's been staying with me and showing me the initial draft, which I've been going through, and just beginning to ease my way into thinking what it might be like to play the Dame.
The Dame always establishes a relationship, her relationship with the audience.
Yeah.
So she comes, they're always friends. She
Hello,
greets
boys
them.
and girls.
Absolutely, yeah. She greets them as friends. And she confides in them. She's a very caring, loving mother. She just happens to be a bloke.
And the thing is it's not female impersonation, is it? It's not Daniel LaRue, it's not Lily Savage, it's Les Dawson and that long line of
Absolutely,
Over the Garden Wall.
Yeah.
What was he called? Norman Evans,
Yeah.
who I saw as a kid in Lancashire and Variety.
But your Dame comes out of you.
Yes.
You know, you'll find her in you, but you won't stop being a fella or a bloke, but you'll find that concerned mother. The Lancashire lass who became pregnant.
How did it come to this? I'll tell you how it came to this. Saddam. Yes, bastard called Saddam. That's right. Saddam al-Twankey had his way with me. Yes, Saddam I had him and the rest is history. I was the tragic victim of his hidden weapon. I was. It's not funny. Abandoned in Baghdad, beggared in Basra, and I had Aladdin. Mothers in the house will sympathise. I went to Dr. Ubu Dubu from Abu Dhabi, and it is to him I always take my complaints, no matter how small or large, as the case may be. And he informed me after a quick, easy 5-finger dilation that I had Aladdin. I was flabbergasted, so was he. Silly quack. For me as an actor to be able to do it, not being a stand-up comic, which most dames are, I think Billy's right. I've got to find the character within myself, and so I've gone back to Lancashire, where I come from, and so she's going to be a Lancashire woman, and that I understand. I'm on the sands of Morecambe Bay between Lancashire and Cumbria. And I like coming here for two reasons. First, it's where I first had a holiday when we came up from South Lancashire. And I also come now to visit Gladys, my stepmother, who is 97. Often when I'm away busy to other parts of the world, I can always get myself to sleep by dreaming of this sort of landscape and the mountains too that are close by. Feels like if I have to define home, I suppose this is the part of the world that I think of.
And we've seen quite a lot about how your life's changed since the past, since 20 years ago when we last did a South Bank show and now. Do you ever think about these kind of things when you come to a location from your past like this?
I'm rather amazed looking at that first South Bank show film, how hard I worked, non-stop. And I think perhaps the biggest difference is that I'm more aware now of how precious time is when you're not working. I suppose being 65, you're determined not to waste any of your life, but you don't think that work is the be-all and end-all. And certainly here, with the only sound really of the sheep munching on the bit of grass that grows in Morecambe Bay, or the seabirds, it gives a sense of proportion, which I think probably is what I now have got about life that I didn't have 20 years ago.
But would you say we've got a more honest part of yourself this time to the part we got last time?
Well, you've seen me off duty more and off guard. Sometimes, of course, you've been quite intrusive when I've been trying to pack or concentrate on something, and your merry face and your teams come along and started interrupting what I was doing, and probably I appear a little bit grumpier than I would have been if you hadn't been there. Do you see what I mean? So I have been responding to your presence. I think it's a slight mistake of this film that you haven't been a character in it, except as an off-screen voice. So why don't I just take the camera and show the people what you've been...
Very briefly. It's very heavy.
Well, you know, I've got a good shoulder. I've never held one of these before. What did you... There we are.
Is that better?
Now, that's been my tormentor for the last 12 months.
Hey, listen, I've got one last question.
All right.
How are you doing with the cigarettes?
Oh, would it be any wonder if I started smoking again with you mithering at me all year? Did you see that rather tall blonde boy with the cameraman from the South Bank show? What do you think of him?
I would.
Why have you decided to go on a diet, Ian?
Because I've got a fat arse, Matt.
How are you enjoying being followed everywhere by the South Bank show?
They're a real pest. They've become my friends. I mean, I'd be lost without them now.
Do you think you've gained anything from making this documentary in terms of the way you see yourself?
Well, I am beginning to wonder a year after it's done whether quite why I did it. Probably ego, you know. 64. Maybe this is my swan song as far as publicity is concerned. Maybe in future people just come and see the film, just come and see the play. And I can retire from the glamorous world of talking about myself, which I now propose to do.